Hello, my name's Lisa and I'd like to welcome you back to my channel. If it's your first time here, then thank you very much for clicking on my video. If you are a returning subscriber, then I really do appreciate you hitting the subscribe button. And if you haven't done that yet, then please do, as it makes my channel grow and it helps the MLM community to get more education out to more people. Today's video is going to be from a Pruvit Hun. Now, the video's only very short. It's a 1-minute video. It's come from Instagram, but there is something in there that she says that I don't think she is allowed to say at all. We will find out what that is in a very short while. So let's dive right in.
You have to be consistent in one thing. You can't go dabble in this and go dabble in this.
Well, that's one thing we agree on. You can't go dabble in this and dabble in this. Personally, I thought it was you can't dabble in this and dabble in that. But maybe that's because I'm from the UK. Maybe that is how you say it in America. Not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments, please.
And then literally you're like, it doesn't work. You got distracted by all the shiny objects.
Oh, look, there's another thing that we agree on. You shouldn't get distracted by shiny objects. That is very true. That is very bad for you to go down that path, so please don't do that.
Expect fast results, fast money, fast customers, fast followers. Your expectations for this online business are literally so high, and I love that. But you have to give yourself time to achieve those goals.
Well, we're going 3 for 3 here. I agree with that as well. You do have to give yourself time to achieve your goals. There's one thing that I can tell you with absolute certainty. I'm definitely not going to agree with her next point.
If an extra $2,000 a month would be helpful for you, drop a 2,000 in the comments below.
Wow, I can't believe she just said that. If an extra $2,000 a month would be good for you, drop 2,000 in the comments. Is that an income claim? I was definitely under the impression that you're not allowed to make income claims. So what we're going to do is dive into the FTC and have a look on their website and see what they say about this practice. Let's go. Here we are on the FTC website and it says, FTC puts businesses on notice that false money-making claims could lead to big penalties. The Federal Trade Commission is putting more than 1,100 businesses that pitch money-making ventures on notice that if they deceive or mislead consumers about potential earnings, the FTC won't hesitate to use its authority to target them with large civil penalties. Then it goes on about the pandemic. As a result, the FTC is deploying its penalty office authority to remind businesses of the law and deter them from breaking it. By sending a notice of penalty offences to more than 1,100 companies, the agency is placing them on notice that they could incur significant civil penalties up to $43,792 per violation. Wow, that's a lot of money. If they or their representatives make claims about money-making opportunities that run counter to prior FTC administrative cases. Preying on consumers and workers with bogus promises of big earnings should never be profitable, said Samuel Levine, director of the FTC's Bureau of Consumer Protection. Today's announcement helps ensure that companies that cheat struggling Americans will pay a heavy price. I also did a Google search on Pruvit and I read on there that if anyone does make claims that contravene the FTC rules, that the person will be responsible for any fines incurred. So I feel it's a good idea not to make claims that you could possibly earn $2,000, don't you?
I can teach you how to do that.
This MLM Hun is going to teach us just how to do that. It's going to be quite interesting to find out what her criteria is for us to learn.
But you're going to have to learn the skill sets in order to achieve that level of income. The reason why your online business was not successful, is not successful, is not the business. The problem is not the ketones. The problem is not your product or service. The problem is you.
No surprise there in finding out what the problem is. It's never the business. It's never the product. It's always you. Wow, it's never going to be anything else when you're in an MLM. It is always going to be your fault, according to an MLM Hun. So nothing changes, does it?
If you are not coachable, your business is not going to thrive. Only certain people are good at that. No ma'am, let's be honest about it, Veronica. You weren't coachable.
I feel so sorry for these people that have put their all into this business. They've been in it for months and months and months, and sometimes years and years. They still don't get anywhere. And people like this person call them out live on Instagram and tell them it is their fault. Well, I'm sorry, but 99.6% of people in an MLM make little to no money. So the statistics say that it is not your fault. It is the business structure's fault. And that is the whole point of people like myself making content about multi-level marketing companies to educate people.
If you want to learn more about how you can make money online, how I can be your coach, how I can be your mentor, just drop a $sign in the comments below. You're going to be coachable, right? Because I only coach coachable people.
Is it just me, or does she really sound like somebody else there? She sounds like she's using somebody else's words, saying, only come to me if you're coachable. Wow, who else do we know that says that? I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. If you do, tell me the name in the comments.
Click the link in my profile, tap the first link, click online income, watch the video, and then text me at the end. I don't want to hear you guys ever again say that online businesses don't work, because they absolutely do work if you are coachable and if you work the business.
Online businesses do work, but only if you choose the right one. And I don't consider an MLM to be the right one. I'm going to pull up onto the screen the Pruvit Income Disclosure Statement for 2020, just to back up exactly what I'm saying and the reason why. Unfortunately, it is not in a graph form. It is a one-page document where you have to read each line. So it's not going to be so simple to work everything out as it would be from another company. But either way, let's have a look at it, because there is one interesting fact on it. It tells you at the bottom of each rank how long, in their opinion, it takes to get there. So let's just have a quick look. The income statistics below are for all United States Pruvit Ventures Inc. and then in brackets Pruvit. Promoters who were eligible to qualify for downline commissions in 2020. A promoter is defined as having paid the $49 annual promoter fee at some point from January to December of 2020. The average annual income for a promoter in 2020 was $1,136.54, and the median annual income for all promoters in 2020 was zero. 2.89% of all promoters did not continue with Pruvit after their first year. So a promoter is what you are when you first start off, and in 2020 62.5% of promoters qualified as an unranked promoter. The average annual income of these promoters was $11.57. So let's read that again. The average annual, so for the whole year, income of these promoters for 2020 was $11.57, with a high of $1,071.60 and a low of 0. On average, unranked promoters have been with Pruvit for 19 months. So in that time, how much have you spent out compared to how much you've brought in? My guess on that is you've lost money, and 62.5% of the people in Pruvit are on that rank. So that equates to pretty much everyone losing money, in my opinion. Rank 1 in 2020, 15.70% of promoters qualified as an R1 promoter. The average income of these R1 promoters for 2020 was $271.75, with a high of $31,810.42 and a low of 0. On average, R1 promoters have been with Pruvit for 18 months. So does that mean they were with Pruvit for 19 months as a promoter and then a further 18 months as rank 1? I mean, that seems quite confusing to me. I mean, they could have just been an R1 promoter for a few months, 2 or 3, and, you know, the 18 months is a total for both levels, but it doesn't make that clear. In the video, the girl said, how would you like to make $2,000? So let's find a rank. The lowest average income was $2,000. Okay, so rank 3, 0.62%. So not even 1% of promoters qualified as an R3 promoter. The average annual income of these R3 promoters for 2020 was $4,559.03, with a high of $48,726.42 and a low of just $16.88. I mean, I must admit, as income disclosure statements go, this one is pretty complicated, but they've been with the company for 28 months. So in order to make $2,000 a month over a year, you need $24,000. So obviously that big figure covers that. But let's find one where the low is $2,000 a month. See, this is where I'm confused. If we look on rank 4, it says the low of $756.28. So that's on rank 4 and that's the low. But if you go to rank 5, the low is 0. Wow, this is confusing. Right, so in order to make $24,000 or above, using the low as the figure, you've got to get to rank 8. And in 2020, 0.05%, so that was 29 people qualified as an R8 promoter, and the low is $69,181.45. So that is basically an average yearly wage for someone in America. So I really think this girl should not be saying, join me to earn an extra $2,000 a month. Obviously, that is just my opinion. Especially when it says it can take you up to 47 months to get to the $69,000. So obviously that's just 1 month less than 4 years. This is why I would never join an MLM. I'll stick to making YouTube videos and doing affiliate marketing. Well, that's all for this video today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, then hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, the details can be found in the comments, along with the links to the FTC page used in the video and the income disclosure. Thank you. Have an awesome day. Bye for now.